as always, fumbles.
How's it going, comrades? This is Wes, aka Dr. Fumbles, here with another reaction. We are finally on some more Demon Slayer, episode 24. So let's see, what happened last episode? If I remember correctly, last episode, Nezuko, t- well, yeah, Nezuko was finally able to prove herself, you know, useful, I guess. Tanjiro was able to prove that she's harmless to humans, that she's not going to attack humans. Even after being stabbed 3 times by, I forget his name. Is it Sanemi? I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to learn these new Hashira's names, but the wind douchebag, after being stabbed by him 3 times, Nezuko still didn't eat him. Which, by the way, I think I did see a comment or two saying that, you told me that you do have to understand that there are Hashiras. So I will say this: all their reactions, I do understand. I don't think not a single one of them overreacted. Even that guy, the one guy, I don't think he overreacted. I do think he was an asshole. He was a class A asshole. You cannot convince me that he was not. I mean, come on, stabbed him to 3 different times. Come on, no, he was an asshole. However, he isn't Hashira, so I do get it. He's probably seen some things, so I don't think he overreacted. I really don't think that he overreacted. He reacted how Hashira normally would, you know, like Gyu. He tried to kill Nezuko the first time he met her, but upon learning that she wouldn't kill her own brother, he realized that she was different, So but again, I think because Gyu's not an asshole, I think if that when Hashira, if he was in Gyu's shoes, if it was Gyu, I'm sorry, if it was him instead of Gyu, he definitely would have killed her. Even if he would have seen her trying to protect her brother, I still think he would have killed her. Because he just strikes me as the asshole type. But I do get it. I don't think not a single one of them overreacted to learning about Tanjiro's quest with Nezuko, so I understand. But I know they also had like a meeting, um, and I think the meeting was mainly about the Hashira meeting with their master, and I guess it was the meeting about like how bad it's gotten, really, that all these demons are just roaming around, just taking over villages and stuff like that, and how they're also stating that like how their ranks have kind of like plummeted, and mainly quality, that they're not getting a lot of skilled demon slayers, they're just getting, mediocre ones, that are coming out the woodworks. So I do wonder what they're gonna do to try to fix that, man. So it looks like they're finna put Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and Inosuke into some hardcore training. But if I remember from yesterday, not yesterday, but if I remember from last week, I believe they said this episode was called Rehabilitation Training. I think. I guess I'll know in a second, but yeah, I think it was called Rehab Training, which means it should probably be another R&R episode. Like them just relaxing. But I can tell with all these Hashiras roaming about, this episode was finna be fun. I can already tell just because like it's called Rehab Training, which means it's gonna be a lax episode. But all these different Hashiras with all their different personalities, especially if they're all going to be up in the same room or something like that, it's going to get crazy. I can just tell. I have this feeling. So I'm definitely excited about this episode because I definitely want to see a bit more of their personalities and stuff of their quirks, individually. So hopefully we get to see a little bit more of that. But you know what? I'm done talking, guys. Let's go ahead and dive right into the episode. Disclaimer is not a substitute for the official episode of Demon Slayer, so please go watch Demon Slayer somewhere else online, wherever you want to watch it, and then come back for my reaction. And also, guys, do remember that I can't post on YouTube. Well, I can't post my reaction onto YouTube, so I will provide a link to my reaction not only in the description but also in the pinned comment. Okay, yeah, so this episode, like I thought, was a pretty like fun, R&R episode. Um, like that's why this episode is called Rehab Training. They're legit going through rehab, getting their bodies limber again. But it looks like so I guess to get them up to it looks like they're not only trying to get them back to 100%, but I think beyond that, they're trying to make them even more skilled as well. You know, like the whole thing with tag and the reflexes thing, but no one can beat the what's her name? Kano, uh, uh, the the final selection girl, Kanaho, I think that's her name. No one can seem to beat her in any of the things that they're doing, like to tag. They can't beat her in a tag. They can't beat her with the cup game. They can't beat her in any of that. But it looks like the reason why is because she has an edge over them, and she's mastered a highly advanced version of the breathing technique. She's able to basically use the breathing technique 24/7. Period. So pretty much in every aspect and everything that she does. So basically, she's done what Goku and Gohan did when they came from the hyperbolic time chamber when they fought Cell. You know, they were able to like stay in Super Saiyan state for so long, even in their natural state. When they went to sleep, everything they were able to stay Super Saiyan. I think I think that's the concept that's been applied to her. She's able to use breathing no matter what she's doing. You know, so even when she's sleeping, she's able to use the breathing technique, which is why she's so much faster and stronger than the rest of them because they're not using breathing techniques. At least I don't think they are. At least not the way she's using it. And so now it looks like Tanjiro was trying to train with it now to get to it. Boy, dude, that scene with Shinobu coming to Tanjiro and just like telling him her backstory, giving a little glimpse into her backstory, that was a beautifully well done scene. That was a great scene. I really like that scene. It makes me actually really like Shinobu a lot more than I already did. Just to show that like behind all of that smiling face, like how Tanjiro was like, I smell anger on you, and she just realized like, oh snap, no one's ever, realized how angry I was before. But look, she is angry because she's hopeful that one day they could be friends with the demons. But apparently she's basically like really angry that her sister was killed by demons, and her sister was basically like Tanjiro, a very gentle, nice, and kind-hearted person. And she like Tanjiro had felt sympathy for the demons, and so but she was still killed by one, unfortunately. Knowing that, I would have liked to have seen, her older sister to see, her take on certain things. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we get to see a little bit more about her older sister, but probably not because I don't think it's that important, really. I just think that was just meant to give you a little bit more background, in-depth background story on Shinobu. But nothing really else to say about this episode. I mean, nothing really big, really, to me happened aside from, just them going through the rehab training, Zenitsu being a spaz. I love Zenitsu. I love him too. Like, as soon as he saw that, so that's his thing, right? If it doesn't matter what situation it is, if there's chicks involved, and if you're bitching about it, and you're like, man, this is difficult. If you're with a chick, you're in heaven. That's the Nietzsche's logic. He says, I don't care what they're doing to you. They're beautiful. You're in heaven. Like I love how when they're doing the whole rehab thing, they're trying to get them all limber, and he like they're all Tanjiro and Oscar in pain. He's living every bit of it. And it's just like this feels so nice. Isn't it so? Man, I am super sad because I think this was episode 24. Two more episodes left. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do without Kimetsu no Yaiba, guys. I don't know. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you like what you saw, guys, please give me a thumbs up. It does help me a tremendous amount. Also, if you haven't already, why not subscribe? I do post every Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Also, if you have any comments about this episode or about the series as a whole that are non-spoilery, please go ahead and post those in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Also, if you have any comments, any suggestions on what you'd like to see me react to next, whether it be a series or whatever, post those in the comments below because I look at them, guys. I do see them, and I do put them on my list. I know there was like one or two things that I already saw already that I did put on my list, so I will be reacting to those in the future. So if it was something that you put down already, just know I have seen it, and I actually will be giving a react pretty soon. But alright guys, until next video, I'm sending nothing but mad love. Stay awesome. Peace.
Oh,